Hello and welcome to everybody on Cloud Fitness. So in today's video, we are going to see about the data policy. We are going to check the data policies as well as we are going to see how we can go ahead and create real-time analytics dashboard in the real-time analytics experience of Fabric. So without any further ado, let's move ahead. But before moving ahead, I do recommend all of you guys to connect with me on LinkedIn and Instagram, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box. But at the same time, do remember to follow the playlist in sequence because that really matters if you really want to understand the Fabric. So now, this is the KQL database that we created. You can directly go to the real-time analytics over here on the in the real-time experience, and then you can actually click on the KQL database over here, the one which we created. Now here, if you guys see, if you go to the manage option at the top, you have something called as data policy. So the moment you click on that, right, it has something called as retention and caching policy. Now, if you have a real-time data, till what time you want to retain that data, that option you can provide it over here. You can also click on this I button over here and see what it mentions, the time span for which the data is available to query, measured from the time of ingestion. So how many days? You want to keep it for 30 days, maybe 5 days. Mostly, for the real-time data, it is of course, it is way too less. Usually we keep it around 7 days, not more than that. 7 days is the max, but yeah, it depends on the organization and the need as well. So you can keep that, and similarly caching, right? So everything is cached over here. So the time span that, if you look at the I button over here, the time span that data remains in the hot cache, right, in the local SSD, so that you can query it really fast, for your performance. So that period is over here. Try to keep caching period as less as possible because it always, since the data is stored, right, in the hot cache, in the local SSD, so you are actually paying for that cost of storage, right? The hot cache, the hot tier cost, as well as, the storage cost in the hot tier in the local SSD, you are paying for that. So because of that, try to keep it as less as possible. So let's take it as 1 day here. Here also let me keep it as 1 day and click on done, right? So you can update your policies over here. Now, similarly, I have talked about, data policies over here, but if you go to the database, you can create a lot of stuff. It gives a kind of a dashboard view for your database. Here, if you want to create a functions, which we are going to see later on as well, if you want to create the data streams, all these options. Data stream is basically nothing but picking up the stream of data from anywhere. So the moment you click on data stream, you can see that automatically what is happening, it is taking the stream of the data from Event Hub, and then you have to configure the target destination. So this is nothing, but it is almost same as your the stream that we have created. So even if you go to the database, you click on new, right, you can create a new table, materialized view function. You can update table update policy is also there. So these are few things that we are going to see later on. And similarly, if you want to get the data, you can click on get data here. You can get it from the sample file, your stream, right? The same data stream which is mentioned over here. You can get it from here as well, continuous data. So this is all about your data policies and, just a dashboard view in general about the database. But now let's say you have this table, right? And you want to create a Power BI report. Now this is a streaming table. The data is continuously loading over here. Now you can simply click on this build Power BI report at the top, right? And the moment you click on this Power BI report at the top, it's still in preview. But yeah, you have the whole UI over here. Just like your Power BI, you have your, the table. Now you can just randomly pick up the fields over here and you can create whatever view or whatever visual or whatever chart you want to create. You can actually go ahead and create it as well. Now, based on this, if you want to put any chart, let's say pie chart or any kind of chart over here, you can do that. So let me put the values as well over here. So now, if you can see, I have put some values, and this is how you can go ahead and create a visual as well in the Power BI. So this is how you can actually go ahead and visualize the data simultaneously as the data is ingesting. So this becomes real-time analytics, where you are continuously ingesting the data, as well as on the dashboard you are seeing the latest data all the time, right? So this is nothing but this is how you can integrate Power BI as well to your Kusto tables. To your Kusto tables, or in general, Power BI is fully integrated with Microsoft Fabric. So I hope you liked this particular video. You understood, the whole concept of Fabric, and like I have made, I think this would be around 21 video in the series. By this time, you would already have a very good base and a very good knowledge on Microsoft Fabric. So keep learning, and I will continue making videos on Fabric as well. So thank you so much for being till here. Do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being till here.